And let me therefore start really by acknowledging how well all of you have responded to the changing public requirements amidst the coronavirus, and it goes to your credit today that we are able to keep up our services even under these very difficult circumstances. The Passport Seva program is an ambitious mission mode program of our government, which is being successfully operated as a public-private partnership. It is part of the National E-Governance Plan. And what we have really seen is a complete transformation in the passport delivery service, especially over the last 6 years. Our passport issuing authorities in India and abroad have worked very hard over this time period to ensure an efficient and transparent passport delivery system for services in the country and abroad. The success of any project obviously depends on positive attitudes which are backed by supportive policies. That is what we in the ministry have been trying to do. And I would say today, on the occasion of the Passport Seva Divas, we must commit ourselves to further improving our delivery systems. Friends, to achieve this objective, our first focus will be to further strengthen our outreach efforts as we take passports to the doorstep of every citizen of our country. You all know that in collaboration with the Department of Posts, we embarked on really a very transformational initiative which has allowed us in the last 3 years to open 424 post office passport seva kendras. Out of these, 12 were actually inaugurated in the first 100 days of this government, and I myself, like Muralidharan Diji, had the privilege of inaugurating one of the POPSKs. In my case, it was at Rajpipla in Gujarat. Now, you know that we intend to open a POPSK in every Lok Sabha constituency where no PSK exists today. And we have so far been able to provide for 488 Lok Sabha constituencies. Now, obviously, that process which we were going forward very ambitiously has stopped momentarily on account of the COVID-19 pandemic. But both our ministries are completing the formalities for early inauguration of POPSKs which have already been announced. And I'm sure we will go forward as the lockdown eases up. Again, I would like to acknowledge the Department of Posts as an exemplary partner, and I'm very confident that the kind of partnership that we have forged would be an example to a lot of other parts of the government as well. Now, where our global outreach is concerned, we have, again, everybody has spoken about it, looked at the process of integrating Indian missions and posts abroad into the Passport Seva program. I want to emphasize here that we must have definitive timelines to complete this inauguration of all the missions and posts so that we have actually a centralized passport issuance system. And people, Indian citizens living abroad, traveling abroad, are benefited by a seamless system which we operate. Now, we also need to leverage the use of technology in a bigger and better way for the delivery of passport and related services. We should make full use of all the tools that a much more digital government is today willing to place at our disposal. The M-Passport Seva mobile app, the M-Passport Police mobile app, and the Applying for Passports from Anywhere scheme actually shows us all how well technology can be used in this domain of passport delivery. I think most of you, I don't have to tell you, you are the people who actually get this done, but it is important for people to really appreciate today that M-Passport Seva mobile app, for example, can make a huge difference in terms of how to apply for passports, pay the fees, schedule an appointment, and we have started the process of sending information on appointments through SMSs. and emails to applicant, and a lot of people I've met who really find that this makes it so much more convenient for them to follow up on their passport application. We also, the electronic token issuance upon arrival and the electronic exit letter after completion of service are also examples of providing paperless service, protecting the environment, and in a sense of, while implementing Digital India, doing so really in a very green manner. Certainly such seamless processes have not only helped service delivery, but they have reduced public grievances, and I share MOS's point that where there are grievances, and there will always be grievances when it comes to public services, it is again incumbent on us to respond to it more efficiently. I think that is very much expectation that the public has, particularly of this government. The applying for passports from anywhere scheme has helped applicants to obviously go to any passport seva kendra, even if they are not in that jurisdiction, and that again has I think been very, very widely appreciated by the public. We have taken important initiatives in the last few years for the simplification of passport rules, and I think really probably the most notable reform that we have brought about is that those applying for passport under the Tatkal scheme are no longer required to submit a verification certificate from a gazetted officer, and of course self-attested documents are accepted. We have reduced the number of documents and we have eased the passport issuance process for minors by the single parents and for applicants who are separated or divorced. And here the point I wish to emphasize is that real reform reform can be about big things, but real reform actually on the ground is about small things. It is about detail, it is about making a difference. Sometimes it can be something very small, but what I want to emphasize today is for the recipient, it means much more than we can ever imagine. Now, we have now commenced sending SMSs to passport holders before the expiry of their passport, and this is again a citizen-friendly initiative and a proactive service delivery measure. These initiatives have been made to benefit citizens. I think citizens know it, they appreciate it, and our focus must be, particularly I think I would like all of you to think about it today, how do we keep simplifying the rules and processes without compromising the legitimate security concerns. I think this is at the heart of the reforms that we have done, and I think there are still reforms that need to be done in the domain of passport issuance. Now, I really don't need to emphasize the important role that state police authorities play in the timely delivery of passports. I today would like to take the opportunity again to thank them, because this is, again, without their partnership, this process will not move as efficiently as it has. And I would repeat the congratulations. I would add my voice to the congratulations that MOS extended to states like Andhra Pradesh, Telangana and Haryana, who've done very well in this regard. I congratulate the police authorities of these states in particular, and we would be conferring a certificate of recognition for their outstanding performance last year. Now, the focus of our government has been to increase the use of technology and digitization, and one important step here is the introduction of chip-enabled e-passports.